Chief of Army Staff General Qamar Javed Bajwa was conferred with the King Abdulaziz Medal for making significant contributions in defense cooperation between Pakistan and Saudi Arabia, the Inter-Services Public Relations said in a statement. The Army Chief visited Saudi Arabia on an official tour, ISPR said. During the visit, General Bajwa called on Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, who is also the kingdom's first Deputy Prime Minister and Defense Minister, and General Fayyad bin Hamad Al Rawaili, Chief of General Staff of the Saudi Armed Forces, at Jeddah today. During the meetings, matters of mutual interest, bilateral defense and security cooperation, and regional peace and stability were discussed. With serious reservations of opposition parties and fears of violence, which are further deepened after a bomb attack in Jacobabad killed one person and left around 10 injured, Sindh goes to local bodies elections in 14 districts of 4 divisions under first phase of the electoral process, where more than 11 million voters will choose their representatives for the municipal system of their towns and villages after more than 6 years. With the spiraling energy crisis brought on by the Russian invasion of Ukraine putting pressure on global fuel reserves, State Minister for Petroleum Musaddiq Malik admits that Pakistan simply could not compete with the buying power of European countries, who were also potential customers for the same reserves that the country desperately needed. He added that Pakistan's failure to find a bidder for liquefied natural gas slots has forced authorities to shift to alternative sources of energy for power generation, which would take a month or so to yield results. Commercial banks and their regulator, State Bank of Pakistan, have filed an appeal before the Supreme Court challenging the Federal Shariat Court's direction to the government for complete transformation of the banking system into Shariat-compliant banking by December 2027 and seeking guidance of the appellate bench on the matter. The National Electric Power Regulatory Authority (NEPRA) has formally launched the Competitive Trading Bilateral Contract Market, a new model under which any of the bulk power consumers may come out of the system of the power distribution companies and procure electricity from the officially approved or designated power suppliers in the open market. Fertilizer prices have skyrocketed as a result of the rupee depreciation and rising production costs, putting agriculture and food security in greater jeopardy than previously anticipated. The farmers have warned that these kinds of fertilizer prices could render the entire sector commercially unfeasible. The mayor of Severodonetsk confirmed Kiev's biggest battlefield setback for more than a month, as Russian forces fully occupy the eastern Ukrainian city after weeks of some of the war's bloodiest fighting. Ukraine called its retreat from the city a tactical withdrawal to fight from higher ground in Lysychansk, on the opposite bank of the Seversky Donetsk River. Pro-Russian separatists say Moscow's forces were now attacking Lysychansk. Bangladesh opened an important bridge near the capital Dhaka after a long construction plagued by delays, graft allegations, and even deadly lynchings sparked by rumors of human sacrifice. The inauguration of the Padma multi-purpose bridge, now officially the country's longest, caps a key infrastructure goal by Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina in the nearly 8 years since construction began. US President Joe Biden signed into law his country's first gun control bill in decades that seeks to prevent people with criminal records or mental problems from acquiring firearms. The bill, now known as the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act 2022, passed the House of Representatives on Friday evening by 234 to 193 votes. Britain's railway system once again came to a virtual standstill as union workers staged their third walkout of the week in strike action billed as the biggest in decades. Tens of thousands of rail workers staged the latest day-long walkout over pay and job security, hampering weekend plans for those already hit by strikes on Tuesday and Thursday. Experts say Pakistan may potentially witness another COVID-19 outbreak as the country continues to see an uptick in new cases, pushing the positivity rate further up. The country reported 406 fresh cases of coronavirus in a single day, National Institute of Health data showed. The new infections were detected after diagnostic tests on 14,437 samples. This took Pakistan's COVID-19 positivity to 2.81%. Moreover, 2 people suffered from coronavirus died during the last 24 hours. As per the NIH stats, 94 other patients are undergoing treatment in intensive care units countrywide. Novak Djokovic repeated his hardline refusal to get a COVID-19 vaccination as he resigned himself to sitting out the season's last Grand Slam at the US Open. Djokovic was deported from Melbourne in January over his single-minded but controversial stance, forcing him to abandon an assault on a 10th Australian Open title. With no sign of the US authorities relaxing the rule requiring all visitors to be vaccinated, the 35-year-old Djokovic has admitted that Wimbledon, which starts on Monday, will be his last slam of 2022. Minister for IT and Telecommunications Syed Amin Ul-Haq has expressed dismay over limited relief given to the sector and negligible tax support to the telecom industry. The industry has also issued unwelcoming statements over budgetary measures announced by Finance Minister Miftah Ismail. Haq said the decision to remove withholding tax and some other conditions on the IT industry, as well as the removal of capital gains tax from those who invest in the IT sector, may be beneficial, but these measures are insufficient.